What has God taught you about managing your platform and your influence with open hands? Because we just talked about our careers not being what we thought they were going to be.
Yeah. Oh gosh. So why don't I start with what it looks like when I try to operate with that from closed hands? Okay. So here's what I'm learning. It's not when I try to when I try to steward those things with closed hands, it's very much about me and it's very much about having the right strategy. It's very much about the linear, like it has to look like tick, 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 tick. I can get really focused on things like a follower count or content strategy, which yes, those things are a part of doing things in excellence. I do think that we need to learn these things, but I think for me, when I think about stewarding those things with an open hand, I think platform first of all has to be about relationships. It has to be about relationships, and I mean, even today, I love when I reopened your email this past week, and also even just to send you a message yesterday. I was like, "Who is your audience for? Like, who is this for, Rihanna?" And you immediately were like, "Oh, it's for this woman, and she feels this, and she thinks this." And I think that's what it has to always come down to. We're just really meant to be an open vessel for God to speak through. It's His words, it's His experiences, it's His wisdom or whatever we have to offer. It's just up to us to keep the door open to let it flow. And so I think for me, when my hands are open, there's just a tremendous amount of flow and getting it out there and expressing. Um, yeah.
That was so beautifully said.
Mhm.
Because, like, you do have a point when we're gripping things. Like, I hang out with little people all the time,
Yeah.
all of the time, and their favorite word is mine. So
Yes.
they grab that thing, even if it's harmful to them, and they grab
Mhm.
it and it's theirs and their hands are closed. But when they
Mhm.
open their hands, they get to release it. A, they get to share with their new buddy, or B, they get to be safe.
Yes.
And then they have
Yes.
space for something else to fill their hands. And so I
Mhm.
love that the Lord kind of calls us to that, because if we
Mhm.
were meant to be me focused, He would interact with us differently.
Yeah.
Because He speaks to us the most when our hands are open, when we're surrendered, when we're willing to listen, because you do have to be willing to listen to the Lord,
Oh my
just like you
goodness,
have
yeah.
to be willing to listen to anybody else.
Yes, and, to go back to your first question too about listening to the Lord, I don't know about you, but when I don't have that rest and time to create, that's, like, just for me sometimes, or, it's not even
Mhm.
seen on Instagram, I can't really hear from the Lord,
Yeah,
and so I think they go hand in hand.
I totally agree with that.
Mhm,
I so agree with that. So, we are the Not Just Waiting podcast. So we talk about waiting all the time. And one of the
mhm,
things we talk about is how waiting is an active thing and not a passive thing. My favorite
mhm.
example of passive waiting is sitting on my couch eating peanut butter cookies and watching Netflix. And it's not very productive. It's not very productive. So we talk about actively waiting all of the time, trying to figure out, okay, Lord, you've called us to do this. We're just going to take the next right step. So how are you waiting well in this season? Because we've also determined that everybody's waiting for something, even if it's just for Jesus to come back. Like we're all waiting at any given time. So how are you waiting well
Yeah.
this season?